Hello there and welcome to the bar. So this afternoon in the bar I am going to be kicking off a new series, and this series really looks at the whole area of project and portfolio tools, so to me it's a labyrinth of potential danger and also great opportunity, but I have a specific interest in it because we have a piece of PPM software that we sell. We sell PPM software, and therefore a lot of what I'm going to go through in this series, I feel I've had sort of first-hand experience at seeing different scenarios. Some of them work, some of them don't work, and we'll touch on that whole area of how do you get the most out of project and portfolio tools. What I'm not going to do is spend a lot of time pitching our product as part of this series. I'm going to talk as objectively and just really about my experience and what I've seen around the whole area of project and portfolio management tools in PMOs and portfolio environments. So what I'm going to start with in our bar chat today is a big question, which is who reads our reports anyway? Now, for 25 years, I've gone around many different companies, and we've been involved in helping companies optimize their portfolios, deliver programs, deliver projects, etc. And nearly every company I've worked with in the last 25, 30 years or so produces every week or every month a pack, which is the portfolio overview pack. Some of them are absolutely stunning. They've got fantastic graphics. They've got lots of project reports in them, etc. Many of them take an awful long time to produce, taking up time through the PMO and through the portfolio office to format and reformat and get approval from the sponsor, and then eventually make its way onto the boardroom table. But my question is, who actually reads these reports anyway? And if you look in the mirror and you're honest with yourself, in many cases, possibly, quite probably not all, certainly not all, but in many cases there are very few people who are reading those packs of reports, which have been so dutifully and so beautifully pulled together with a huge amount of time and effort to do it. But therefore, the question I would therefore sort of lead on to is, what value is that energy and commitment and reporting actually delivering the business? Because the whole point of reports is to deliver some form of change in behavior or change of activities as a result of reading those reports. Because if everything is fine and working well, that's fine. But where it's not, which of course in many situations it isn't in the change environment, you want someone to do something about it. You want a senior manager to engage and to take a decision or to help support a resolution to a problem or whatever it might be. So how do you then go about getting better engagement and getting better reading of those reports or of the information? So I've got 4 tips that I would give, and whether you use a piece of software or whether you do it using slides and spreadsheets, these are the things that I would say are most important. So number 1 is clearly make it visual, because your audience tends to be senior managers who you want to take decisions, to lead programs, to champion programs, etc. Those managers tend to respond much better to visual than they do to loads of text. Number 1, they don't have time. Number 2, they're not very interested. And number 3, they tend to have very short attention spans. So keep it really visual. Keep it engaging and visual. Number 2, keep it very concise. So the text you do have to put in, aim for bullet points rather than paragraphs of text. If you have a paragraph of text on a slide that goes up on a screen in a steering board, I will guarantee you not one person will read one word of text during that meeting. If they've done the pre-read, fair enough. But if they haven't, it's going to be a completely useless piece of real estate on the screen because they won't read it. They're too far away from it. It's too small. It's not going to be read. Number 3, make sure they have really easy access. So sending doing a report and putting it on SharePoint is fine. It makes complete sense, or something similar to SharePoint, a document repository. But actually, very, very few senior execs will physically take the time to log into SharePoint, go and find a report, read it, close it, and put it back in its folder. It just doesn't happen that way. That's just not the way life happens. So make sure that whatever information they need is easy access, and also make sure that they've got access to the information they want. If I'm the CFO, I've got different needs and different interests to the CMO or the CXO or the CEO or the CTO or whoever. So make sure that where possible, you're giving me access, easy access, one click, straight in access to the information I want, or you're giving me a pack with the projects that I'm interested in. Don't give me a full pack of all the projects in the business, because what I'm interested will get lost in that pack. And then finally, send notifications. So send a very brief, and keep them brief, notification to your stakeholders saying there is a change in the program this week, which I think you should know about. That should force them to come back in and look at those reports. It's just little things, little subtle ways of doing things that I think can really improve your engagement with the reports you write for your portfolio. If you want to run anything past me, I'm on LinkedIn. You're more than welcome to send me a question about any challenges that you're facing day to day. I don't charge for it. I'll just give you a different opinion. And if that's of interest, great. Otherwise, good luck with it and cheers.